Sup, boys? So today I'm wanting to talk about the finals. See, the biggest thing I think right now with the finals is that there's a mix between competitiveness and casual. If you know League of Legends, probably do. That's what they went through a lot. I haven't played the game really in a long time, but I played it for like a decade. The thing with League is that, and the reason why it gets really toxic is because everyone sort of wants to go pro, or that's mostly everyone's dream, but then that conflicts with casuals that are like, dads just like getting off of work, just a group of guys playing together. And so there's a couple things regarding competitiveness versus casualness. One, the biggest thing is changes or balance changes to the game. You can't balance for competitive and balance for casual nicely, because some things that are really good and competitive don't really affect casualness, but sometimes things with casualness can affect, I don't know, it kind of just goes back and forth, right? A good example is snipers in the finals. Snipers in like competitive hyper top 10 ranked games, they're never there, right? Because it's like not as good. I mean, light itself isn't like even played that high up, but in casuals, right, with like power shift, snipers are crazy in a sense, right? Like they're not, but just for an example. And I think the finals has kind of built itself up on a pedestal for being competitive. Like, I mean, that's kind of like the root, like lore of the game is it's all like a big competition. And even in like their game modes, they don't have it like TDM style Call of Duty, no death timer, just guns blaze it, have fun game mode, right? It's all, every single game mode they have is objective based, I guess. So like, I guess bank it isn't really objective, but like the objective is to bank out coins, I guess. So it almost be like kill confirmed in Call of Duty. So it's kind of like that, but either way, I'm rambling. I like a core philosophy I kind of figured out, especially for like being in game dev myself, is that a game needs to have a stable casual gameplay that boosts competitiveness, right? So if you only have competitive people in your game, no one cares about that game. Like per se, if you don't have any players, I think Asmund said like a great take about this, where it's like, you don't want to play the dying MMO because you can't show off or like do things in that MMO. I'm paraphrasing. And same thing kind of goes with the finals. It's that it's like, if there isn't a casual player base, casual flux of like new players or like returning players and stuff like that, there's no reason for competitiveness or competitive games. But it's built upon and like built for competitive in a sense, at least how I feel. And so a lot of the stuff that people are complaining about, I think, has to sort of do with that, where it's like they can't just fully change things because that hurts the competitive side, top 10 side. Like you're changing too much, or even for casuals, like you're changing too much. But at the same time, they try to also make it like good for casuals. And then it's just like a circle jerk, basically going round and round and round. Now, I have my own gripes with the game. To me, things like the RPG and like heavies in general just are fucking busted. Like, god damn it, dude. Like, if I could wish for like my three biggest changes, I personally feel, have nothing really to do with balance at all, but have more to do with like the fundamentals or like the core mechanics of the game. One being fucking team wipes. Just remove the fucking death count or like the death time on team wipes. If someone gets a team wipe on me, don't like punish me, reward them. So if you get a squad wipe, give them like 1,000 extra gold. Easy, right? But let me play the game. I think that's kind of simple. Like imagine trying to play up a game. It's like, oh, you want to eat this candy? Well, oh, you can't. Oh, here it is. Right? It's like, let me just play the game. Don't punish me for having a team wipe. I just died 25 seconds ago. I'm at 1 fucking second left, and then we team wipe. It's like, geez Louise, remove that. Just keep everyone's death timers the same, and then if another team gets a team wipe while they're all on timers, then boom, an extra 500,000 gold. I don't know, right? But Remove that. And that has nothing to do with balance of like, oh, the FCAR is better than the AKM. Nothing to do with that. But that's just like a core fundamental change. I think that'd be way better. Now, should that be in something like competitive, like ranked tournament? I don't know. That's kind of something to figure out about. But then that just leads me on to the next thing is add a fucking TDM. Like literally, if they just made a team deathmatch, same map, same spawns, just cluster it up, just a TDM, like 3v3v3v3v3, doesn't even have to be like a different team size. You would get like 10,000 more players back in, like returning daily. Easily. Just a TDM, just so someone can log on, not have to, like, just can hit space to respawn right away. Let them just pick whatever gun in the game. Just let it just be, like, free. Just free. Just let people have choices in, like, a TDM. Easily, 10,000 people returning. Just because the game is very punishing if you don't play towards the game. Now, obviously, that's kind of, you know, what you should be doing is you should play towards how the game devs and the game is supposed to be played. But with an FPS, what people are used to, right? For the casual player base, just let them just do what they want. Honestly, I think that would be the best thing, is just let players do what they want. So we got no death timers on team wipes. We got TDM with no respawn time, kind of like Power Shift, where you can just pick anything, really. And then the third one, and most importantly, is to actually make the game competitive. In a sense of, like, fix the rank game. Add more rewards, add more influx for that, and then fix everything surrounding it. So my personal thing, coming from League of Legends, as you can probably tell, add a solo queue mode. Solo queue only, and then groups, like literally just solo group play. And then in groups you can have 2 or more people, right? And then solos, it's just you and you're matched with other people who are soloed. Boom, perfect. I don't know if that would like break apart and like spread the player base at all. I don't know how that would work with like the rank system if you have a solo queue rank and a group rank. I don't know, but there's a really massive problem of probably like 30% of the player base, even more, plays solo. Quick cash solo, cash out solo, power shift solo, and fucking ranked tournament solo. And that is huge. And every single person says, if you are not a full squad, you are not getting the full experience of the game. Because that's kind of what the game is. It's like you're supposed to coordinate your abilities together. You're supposed to stick together so you're not picked out by like a random light player, right? The difference in the game quality and the game itself is completely different when you're playing solo or when you're playing in groups. So I think something has to change there with ranked, with like doubled up, or at least have like at max like 2 people in like solo duo, right, or something. I don't know, but nonetheless, those are the big 3 things that I would change. But that's not stopping me from playing. Like, I tilt queue, I get mad, however much I hate team wipes or whatever times, I still play the game. It's the only game I play, and it's free. And if you really look at it, like out of all the free games that are out there, like they just have a battle pass and skins. Skins expensive, sure, but like it's free. And what they actually made, like let's think of PUBG, right? How fucking bad really was PUBG besides the actual game mode itself? Like the fucking game sucked. As someone, I mean like I'm not a battle royale person, but like the mechanics in that game are fucking terrible. Like really, the movement sucked, the game fucking gun sucked. I mean, if you have Shroud, right? I'm not an I don't come from FPS, so like Shroud would be like, oh no, it was fantastic, right? I don't really know. But from like a casual person playing PUBG at like the early stages, that was the worst fucking experience. Before they made the fucking Call of Duty Battle Royale, I don't know what the fucking Warface or whatever the fuck it's called. That's what I was wanting when I was playing PUBG. I was like, I need clean gunplay and movement and fluidity and just play battle royales, right? That's what I'm getting from the finals. The movement is amazing. The fucking, like, everything just works. The gunplay is amazing. And, like, if you want to slide down a fucking rooftop into a fucking, like, zip line or ladder or anything, you can do that. You can just throw fucking... anything you want to do in the game, you can do. And I think that's insane. And it feels solid. Like there's literally like so few bugs in the game as well if you compare it to like AAA releases. Like look at any Oblivion game that has ever fucking come out, or every Ubisoft game that's ever come out, and just how riddled with bugs they are. Is there bugs in the finals? Yes, but the thing is, when I see a bug in the finals, it's almost like a look at that, right? It's almost like a look at that, there's a bug, right? Or like, it'd be like, oh shit, oh damn, that was a bug. Oh, I got stuck in this construction. Oh, that kind of sucks. But it's like once in a millennia, it feels like when it happens, when a bug happens, it's kind of like oh damn, right? It's like whoa, that's kind of interesting. And so I think the common saying right now is like let them cook, let Embark do their thing, like still be supportive. In my personal opinion though, like if they don't do specific things, they're never gonna get that like massive like player base that they need for competitive to actually succeed. Like no one cares who the top 10 are, or like top 100 or like top 1,000 people are right now in the game. No one. Doesn't matter. No one cares, right? And it just fluctuates. No one cares. I mean, it's cool. Yes, it's really cool, and it like seeing gameplay from them, it's insane how good they are. It is really cool, and don't get me wrong that like those people don't actually have like a leg to stand on, or like some like it's cool. Don't get me wrong, it's dope. But like generally, like there's no stages, like there's no like fucking League of Legends like team, like it's not the same thing. Like it's not like they're on a huge massive pedestal that like, oh my god, it's like, oh, I'm gold 3, I faced against a top 10 person and they kicked my ass. Oh shit, okay. Wow. Like if I was in League of Legends and got placed with a pro, it'd be like, yo, telling all my friends and everything. But like that isn't in the finals yet. And so having the game be competitive, like first is bad. They need to have casual first that leads and merges into fucking competitive. And so changes I think that would affect that, I think, are casual game mode like TDM, no respawn time, let people pick whatever the heck they want. Nerfing casual shit, so like the RPG, nerf that shit. Just make it so it deals like less damage to people, but like make it deal like more destruction. So it's like ooh, or like I don't know, right? Because if you're running around and you get domed to the face by a fucking RPG, it's like the whole nuke situation. It's literally the same thing. It's just like the RPG is basically the new nukes now. And so getting rid of that, right? I don't know, invisibility, to be honest, lights fucking suck. So I actually am on the side of like having lights keep their invisibility and making the invisibility stronger, just because everything fucking one taps lights. Like if you get hit by a fucking leaf in the game and you're playing a light, you're dead. And so they kind of need that. But for casuals, they might be like, oh, where the fuck did they go, right? And so like, yeah, so like no team wipes on like non-competitive fucking game modes. Just remove team wipe cooldown, reward fucking people for getting team wipes, but don't punish people for getting team wiped. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of just rambling on. No team wipe death timer add addition. Just reward the fucking people who got the actual fucking team wipe. Add a fucking team deathmatch. No respawn time. Just hit respawn, spawn wherever. And then make things more rewarding. So like make actual like tournament more rewarding. I mean, they kind of have that with like their skins, but I don't know. Fix the ranking system so people that actually play ranked aren't like matched with like fucking top 100 people, and they actually like in the same thing. I don't know, but yeah, that's my 2 cents. I think the game's really good, and it's fucking free. Let's not forget that the game's fucking free. And so if you don't like it, the most of you fucking waste your time, which is, I mean, kind of valuable, but you know, so you're not losing anything basically. Like the game's good. I'm addicted. I can't stop playing, and I suck at the game. I die all the time, as you can see, because I always fucking complain about the fucking team wipes. But yeah, I don't know. That was just one guy's opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Like, do you guys agree with me? Like, let me know if you guys fucking agree if they should focus more on casuals right now instead of competitiveness and like top like leaderboards, because you need a player base. I don't know. Let me know if you guys think I'm fucking stupid or not. I don't know. Let's have a discussion about it. Anyway, bye.